Okay then, today we have some new news. Okay, so on the Loomian Studios Twitter account, also I'll leave it down in the description below if you want to go follow them on Twitter, keep up to date with all of the new news, the new leaks, the new reveals, before like people like me actually post them on YouTube. But we have a new tweet from them, which is kind of like a leak, and it gives us a statement that says, "Here we have our first look at Atlanthian City, the submerged metropolis beneath the sea surrounding Gloria. There's still plenty more to explore when we release the city. Release date is not yet known, but we will share more updates as we continue development." And they give us two absolutely stunning, amazing images, which the build quality on them is like dumb stupid. Like compared to Brick Bronze, don't get me wrong, Brick Bronze was pretty, building wise, was pretty good when it was first released, like for its time. Before today's standards on Roblox, you can definitely tell that it's definitely outdated, and when you compare Brick Bronze's build quality to like these buildings, oh boy, like you can't compare them, like they're just completely different worlds, okay? But yeah, anyway, let's throw up the first image and I guess we'll talk about that. So like I said, there actually are two images, okay? So for the first one, people are thinking that this is going to be the next battle theatre, which as well, they're thinking this is going to be a water specialist battle theatre, okay? Because I mean, it's a city underwater. The building looks like it has like a theme of water, and also the building itself is like outrageously like big and like just kind of like out there, kind of like all of the other battle theatres. How like the buildings are like, you kind of know it's going to be a battle theatre when you enter the city, because like they're the biggest and like they look the coolest buildings out of everything else. So people are assuming this is going to be the battle theatre, which again, with the Route 8 edition, we have had an absolutely abundance of new water types. We know that the next area is going to be a beach alongside Atlanthian, or before Atlanthian, which we also know is most likely going to have a new shark Loomian that we have had revealed and leaked before this specific tweet. So we already know that we have an abundance of water types. We got a new beach that potentially has even more water types, like the shark, and the city is underwater. Kind of everything is pointing towards water, potentially for the battle theatre. Although, to be honest, they can definitely do they can definitely pull a Frostvale city on us, which was in Brick Bronze. If you don't know what it was basically like an ice-themed town city, but the gym was dark type. They completely did a 180. It could be potentially that. It could be a bug type gym for all that we know. I mean, we literally don't know until it comes out. But that's basically the first one. Okay then, so for the second image then, we actually have a mansion. Now there are a few mixed opinions and a few different theories floating around on what this potential could be used for and what the purpose of this building is. So I'm going to go through like 4 of them, although I think there's actually more theories. So the first one is basically, in Brick Bronze, we had a mansion. It wasn't in Atlanthian City though. It was actually located around like Route 9. And you could get ghost-type Pokemon, and you could get a really cool, unique method of getting a new Pokemon, which was Rotom. It was really cool. Honestly, it was the coolest way to get a Pokemon in Brick Bronze by far. You literally jumped into a Game Boy. It was cool. So the theory is that, oh, it's just like another mansion that we can potentially get either some new Spirit-type Loomians, or a cool, unique one, kind of similar to the Rotom, which is an alright theory. I think that's an alright one, but personally, I don't think it really is that. It could be low. We don't know. The second theory is that this mansion might be a part of the apartments update, and that we can actually buy it and rent it and customize it to our likings, which honestly sounds amazing. I don't think that's actually what it is, but owning a mansion in Atlanthian sounds really cool to me, but I don't personally think that theory like really holds up too much. But I mean, hey, you never really know. The third theory is basically that instead of being in the housing district, that this is most likely going to be in the parking district, or not the park district, which if we think to Brick Bronze, I think there was a little bit of storyline in the park district, but other than that, I don't really remember much of the park district. There wasn't really much in there, aside from like a little building that an update got added in later to actually change the Rotom's form, but that was really it. There wasn't really anything else to really do there, I don't think. So if this is in the park district, I mean, hey, at least it's actually like filled out somewhat. But again, that's really all the theory is just that it might be just a random mansion in the park district. And then the final theory is that this is most likely going to be a storyline, like plot resolving around it. In Brick Bronze for Atlanthian City, we also had a big storyline, and we actually got to meet Palkia and Dialga to help us prevent the city from like actually being exploded and dropping into the sea, which is kind of funny that in this game it's in the sea. So that itself already has like theories floating around it, like, oh, was Atlanthian always underground in this game, or was it like an Atlanthian city flying in the sky? But unfortunately, in this universe, whatever was holding up did get blown up and it dropped into the sea. That's like another theory for another day. But the theory basically is that this is like some storyline. So either like a character that we already know owns a specific house or mansion, or we get to introduce to a new character that also has like something to do with the storyline. And that's basically it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed.